The title of today's story is Tania Loses a Tooth. The author of this story is Kanika. So Kanika wrote the storybook. Tania loses a tooth. Tania had just woken up. She was in the bathroom, groggily brushing her teeth. Suddenly, something frightened her. Her front tooth was shaky. Was it real or was it a bad dream? She pinched herself. Ouch! She was definitely awake. That pinch really hurt. Then, why was the tooth shaking? Tania quickly rinsed her mouth and ran out of the bathroom, screaming in fright. Mama was making breakfast in the kitchen, scrambled eggs with black olives and tomatoes. Papa was toasting brown bread. Mama and Papa were both startled to hear Tania shouting, "Mama, Papa, my tooth is shaking! Help! I think it is going to come out. What do I do?" "Oh, that," said Papa, a little annoyed, picking up the toast he had dropped. Mama said, "Don't worry, Tania. It is perfectly normal. The teeth you have now are baby teeth. They usually start falling out at age 5 or 6 years." "Oh," said Tania, still looking scared. "What happens then? Does it hurt when it falls out?" "Not really," said Mama casually. "The tooth will shake for some time, and then when it becomes very loose, it will fall out. Don't worry about it, honey. It is all quite normal. We can talk more about teeth this afternoon when you are back from school." Mama's calm attitude comforted Tania and she left for school. In the school bus, Tania was absent-mindedly pushing at the loose tooth with her tongue. Tanisha asked, "Tania, why are you making weird faces?" Tania then realized what she was doing and told Tanisha about her loose tooth. Tanisha said, "Oh yeah, Tricia lost one of her back teeth last year. I guess I'll lose one soon too. Does it hurt?" "No! Look, I can wiggle it with my tongue and it doesn't hurt at all." Tania was the first in the class to have a loose tooth. She enjoyed waggling it and showing it to her friends. It looked so scary, but it did not hurt at all. What fun! In the afternoon, Mama was ready with pictures to explain to Tania what was going on with her teeth. She said, "Your first tooth came out when you were 9 months old. By the time you were 3 years old, you had all your baby teeth. It took more than 2 years to grow all my teeth. That is a long time." "Yes, honey. The first tooth to grow is usually one of these 4 front teeth. They are called the central incisors. The first tooth you had was this front one on the bottom. Seems like it is going to be the first to fall off too." Mama smiled and continued. "These 4 teeth right next to the front 4 are called lateral incisors. Lateral means to the side. All the incisors are used to bite. They are the teeth you use to bite into an apple, for example." So lateral incisors are the sides of your mouth where you use to chew your food, okay? The teeth at the side of your mouth. The central incisors are the middle part of your mouth, middle teeth. Right next to the incisors are the canines. Tania felt her canines with her fingers and said, "Aren't those the huge teeth that Kazu has?" "Yes, that is correct. Kazu does have huge canines. Most carnivorous animals like cats, tigers, and lions have large canines. Large canines are useful to tear flesh and meat." The last 2 teeth behind your canines are your molars. They are for chewing and grinding your food. Tania was making a very weird face, so Mama asked, "Tania, what are you doing? You look weird." "Oh, I'm just using my tongue to count my teeth, Mama. Every type of tooth you mentioned is there, and the correct number of them too. Yet, when I count them all, there are only 20. I thought humans have 32 teeth. I am confused." "Wow, Tania, you are well informed. Yes, adult humans do have 32 teeth. After your molars fall off, They will be replaced by teeth called premolars. The 3 more molars will grow behind the premolars. You will get those molars later when you grow up and your mouth is large enough to accommodate them. So the wisdom tooth, you'll get it when you are older. The last molar right at the back of the mouth is called a wisdom tooth. Because you are supposed to be wise by the time you have it, the 4 wisdom teeth appear much later, usually after the age of 17. Many people get only a few of the wisdom teeth, so most adults have between 28 and 32 teeth. The next day was Saturday and Tania was visiting her grandparents in the evening. Tania showed Grandma and Grandpa her shaking tooth. Grandpa said, "Tania, we can tie one end of a thread to that loose tooth and the other end to the doorknob. Then we can slam the door shut and your tooth will come off. Then it won't bother you anymore." Tania looked at the door in horror and pleaded, "Grandpa, please don't do that. The tooth doesn't bother me. Mama said it would eventually get quite loose and fall off." Grandpa did not mean to frighten Tania. He said, "Don't worry, we don't have to do it unless you want to. We can wait for it to fall off. There's no rush. But it really doesn't hurt much. That is how I took off my first shaking tooth." Tania looked at Grandpa in awe. He really must be very brave, she thought. Grandpa saw how unhappy Tania was with the idea, so he changed the subject. He asked, "Tania, do you know about the tooth fairy?" "No," said Tania. "Who is the tooth fairy?" Grandpa said, "Didn't Mama tell you? The tooth fairy collects fallen baby teeth. Nobody knows what she needs them for, but she pays well for them. So when that tooth of yours falls out, you should put it under your pillow. Then while you are asleep, the tooth fairy will take the tooth and give you a little gift in return." "Oh, is she like a Santa Claus who collects teeth?" asked Tania excitedly. "Yes, I suppose she is," said Grandpa. Just then, Grandma announced dinner. The delicious aroma of chana masala was wafting through the air. Tania forgot all about her tooth. She enjoyed her meal of rice, chana masala, and palak paneer with great relish. After dinner, Grandpa offered Tania a toffee. He always gave her a sweet treat after dinner, and Tania always looked forward to it. Tania took the toffee and sucked it for some time. Then she bit into it, and while chewing it, she felt something hard in the toffee. She took it out of her mouth to take a look, and to her great surprise, she found her own tooth stuck in the toffee. Tania smiled. She had been so worried about having to tug out the tooth when Grandpa told her about threads and doorknobs. But the tooth came out so painlessly that Tania did not even realize it was out. Grandpa helped Tania clean the sticky toffee off the tooth. He then wrapped it up in some cotton and gave it to Tania. Mama, Papa, and Sonia came to pick up Tania soon after. She told them the amazing story of how her tooth came out. On the ride back home, she asked Mama about the tooth fairy. Mama said, "Yes, Tania, there is a tooth fairy. You should put your tooth under your pillow tonight and see what she gives you." The next morning, Tania found a brand new box of watercolors under her pillow. Awesome! Now she can't wait for her next tooth to fall. The tooth fairy is a generous soul, don't you think? The end.